Raise your hand if you've already given up on your New Year's resolutions. I promise you, you're not alone, and in today's video I'm going to share how you can set goals and then actually achieve them. Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amy Rebecca, for those of you who don't already know, and I'm working on changing my entire life and taking you along on the journey. So yes, this video missed out on the whole new year, new me phenomenon that went on last month. But here's the thing, I actually set my goals in the summer. Why? Well, because I was really depressed in the summer of 2021 and I didn't want to have to wait until New Year to start making positive changes, and now it's become an annual thing. The point is, you don't have to set your goals in January. And January is not some like magical time of year for productivity where everything just naturally comes together. If anything, my main focus in January is just getting through those long, dreary, cold days. Surviving, not thriving. Anyway, I thought in today's video I would share my process for setting goals and then talk to you about some of the goals that I've set for this year and what I'm doing to actually turn them into a reality. Because setting the goals is the easy part. Achieving them, that's where a lot of people fall down. So when I'm setting goals, I start by thinking about what I want my life to look like by this time next year. And what I do is I literally finish the sentence, this time next year I am. And I make myself a little spider diagram and I write down all of the ways that I want my life to have changed or the things that I want to have achieved by this time next year. And those are my goals. But then this next step is really important. I map out a plan or a strategy to help me actually achieve those goals and bring them to fruition. Because right now I'm starting here in my starting point and I want to get to here and I need to know what's going to happen in the middle to actually get me to make that journey. This is huge, and I think this is why a lot of people don't actually end up achieving the goals they set for themselves, is because they don't have a route planned. It would be like if Google Maps just gave you the location of your destination without any directions of how to actually get there. So in this step, I start to identify the kinds of things that I'm going to need to do, the habits I'm going to need to form, any routines that I'm going to need to introduce to actually get me from where I am right now at my starting point to where I want to be by this time next year. And I do that by finishing a new sentence. And this time the sentence is, I am the kind of person who. And for each of the goals that I've set for myself in that little spider diagram, I take that and I write down some notes of habits I need to form or things that I'll need to do to actually achieve that goal. And then this all is the framework. I know where I'm trying to get to. I know how I'm going to get there. Now it's just a case of every single day putting one step in front of the other and actually making that journey to where I'm trying to go. You get me? By the way, I go into this in far more detail in a previous video that I did, so I'm going to link that down below in case you want more like in-depth step-by-step instructions on this, but let's move on. So I now have a list of goals that I'm working towards achieving by this time next year. Today I'm just going to talk you through some of the main ones and how I'm actually turning those into a reality. Isn't that a loaded statement for someone with a history of disordered eating and body image issues? But this isn't about trying to be the smallest I can possibly be, because being there, done that, did not rate the experience. So the goal I'm working towards right now is not so much an aesthetic goal, it's more about finding balance and being in good shape in terms of the relationship between my brain and my body. I don't know what this was. I'm trying to work towards a sustainable lifestyle change. And here's how I'm doing that. I've been working on building small daily habits. Something as simple as just tweaking your routine slightly or adding in small habits that you repeat on a daily basis can have an enormous impact when you're trying to make changes in your life, because those small things stack up over time to make a huge difference. So I've been working on building a healthy morning routine that involves waking up and drinking a glass of water and then going for a 1-mile walk and then doing a little bit of yoga. And that completely sets me up for the day, both physically and mentally, because I've started my day with hydration and movement. I've started with something positive and it feels really freaking good, even for me, who, as we all know, is not a morning person. And I can share that whole morning routine in a future video, but trust me when I say it is working. The next thing that I've done, and I'm still doing on an ongoing basis to help me reach my goal of being in the best shape of my life, is to completely overhaul my relationship with exercise and stick to an exercise routine that is actually beneficial to me. I have really struggled with having an all or nothing approach to exercise in the past, and over the last few months I've been experimenting a little bit with my workouts. I've completely overhauled my workout schedule and the types of workouts that I do, and I've found a way to make the workouts fit with my life as opposed to revolving my entire life around the workouts. So I do at-home workouts 3 to 5 times a week. I'm not strict with it. If I'm really busy or if I just don't feel like it, I give myself grace. I do not force myself to do it. And then I do Krav Maga twice a week, and I also have a dance class once a week. And actually, as I'm saying that still does sound like a heck of a lot of exercise. But the point is, this is a workout schedule that I enjoy, and I do it for the joy of it, not because I've said to myself, you must work out this many times, you had a cookie, get down and do 10 press-ups. So that's not a fun way to work out. Again, this is about making a sustainable change, and this is something that you can apply to any goal that you're trying to achieve, whether it's health related, finance related, job related. You should take it in small, sustainable steps. Having this all or nothing approach that I had in the past is no good, because you get overwhelmed, you get burned out, you get bored of the situation, you think this is miserable, and then you throw it all away and you think, oh, I'm not doing that. Doing little bits, making it manageable, making it work within the lifestyle that you have, means that you'll be able to continue with it long term. And that's what we want, because remember, we've got a year to make this journey from here to here. I'm not trying to brag, but I am actually pretty good with money. I really enjoy budgeting. It's something that I'm very enthusiastic about. I'm good at saving, and I actually have a whole backlog of past videos about, you know, financial type things, how to budget, how to save more. I'll link that down below. But I think right now, and I'm sure a lot of people are feeling this also, I just want to make sure that I'm making the absolute most of my money. I want to be very mindful about where I'm putting my money. I want to scrape off any unnecessary expenses, and I want to move more of that into my savings for the future. Because Lord knows, by the time I'm ready to retire, the state pension age will be 105. I need to get my pension situated. So how am I doing that? Well, first off, I'm taking all of my past advice from my previous videos and cutting down on any unnecessary expenses. Secondly, I've started keeping a monthly record of all of my spending again. This is something that I used to do on what some would consider to be an obsessive basis back when I was first learning to budget, and then again when I was doing my no buy year. Like, every single penny that I spent, I would write it down. I had logs, spreadsheets galore. And then as I got better with money, just budgeting and keeping within my means, it was just second nature. I didn't feel like I needed to do that anymore. But bad habits can creep in over time, so I started doing that again last month, and I'm gonna stick with that throughout the whole of the year, just so that I know exactly where my money is going and I can make any adjustments if I need to as I go along. And I'm gonna start cash stuffing. This is my new cash stuffing wallet. I'm very excited about it. Cash stuffing is a budgeting method that I've personally never used before, but I'm excited to give it a go. I got myself this cute little cash stuffing wallet. It has all of the little envelopes inside, and it comes with stickers. I think it's adorable, and I am I'm so excited about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad. I'm just so excited about it. I'll link this down below if you want to go get yourself one. If you want me to make a follow-up video about that, about the whole process of how I'm doing this and any updates, let me know. Clearly I have a lot of enthusiasm about it. I know what you're thinking, okay? Ames, this has been your goal since woolly mammoth roamed the earth, and you are not wrong. But this is a continual process. I don't think I'm ever going to be clutter free. I'm never going to be like an extreme minimalist, and the nature of clutter is it just keeps coming back to you like a really annoying boomerang. And what I've decided that I want to do for the rest of 2023 is to do a monthly declutter, and that could be something big and potentially overwhelming, like decluttering my wardrobe again, or it could be something small like taking 20 minutes and just decluttering a couple of drawers. I just think that, again, creating this habit and this new system within my routine is going to make it a lot easier to work towards that end goal. Oof, this is a big one. So I recently turned down a full-time teaching position that I was offered in Vietnam to come back to the UK and try my hand at full-time content creation. Is she crazy? Potentially, yes. And I'm going to be completely honest with this one. I haven't actually started implementing any of the systems or plans or routines or things that I set out to help me achieve this goal. When I was in Vietnam, it was just, you know what it was. Come on, we were there. And so the whole content creation situation got thrown on the back burner, and I have not, up until this point, been actively pursuing that goal in the way that I am now ready to. So I can't really talk about the ways in which I have been or am currently working towards that goal because I'm still trying to like figure it out. It's a whole work in progress, and if you want me to share like some more of the kind of behind the scenes of how that's going, my trials and errors, what's working, how that situation is panning out, let me know and I'd be happy to give you a front row seat into whatever the heck I am trying to do with my life. But for now, watch this space on that one. So these are the main goals that I have been working towards and I'm continuing to work towards right now. Like I said, I do have some smaller goals as well, but the beauty of it is that all of those small goals are kind of intertwined with the bigger goals in this like beautiful meshing of growth and progress and wonder. At least that's the idea. If you want to learn more about my This Time Next Year Jumpstart program, where I teach small groups of people just like you how to get started on their This Time Next Year challenge and change their lives for the better in 365 days, then I will leave a link with more information down in the description box. You can also send me a DM on Instagram, an email, a carrier pigeon, whatever. Thank you so much for being here today. Please remember that I love you so much and you are enough just as you are. And I will see you next time. Bye. It's a whole work in progress. New me, new you. New me, new you. New me, new you. New everyone.